Hey everybody, I hope you're having a fantastic week. I want to make this video real quick to discuss a topic that's been coming up several times over the past week with my clients. It's a question I've been getting in many different ways, but in my opinion, the answer to this question is one of the most important questions we can ask ourselves and the most important action we can take to improve our lives and our results. Okay? So this video is for anybody who is feeling stuck right now. Anybody who's unhappy with the results they're producing in their life, maybe in your relationship, in your health. If you feel stuck, if you feel like you're starting to doubt your decisions, right? Not wondering if you're going the right direction, this is gonna be the video for you. I'm gonna give you the simple solution to solve this problem, okay? So let's start here. So number one, let's look at a couple different scenarios of where you might be, okay? So we may have someone who is in their life that's stuck right now, that's unhappy, like just not feeling like life's going the way you want. You're not happy with your career, health and fitness is okay, but you feel a little stressed, don't really feel like you're at peak performance, right? Not making time for the things you enjoy in life, and maybe your relationship's a little rocky. So this is kind of somebody who's stuck and unhappy with their life at the moment, okay? We got another person here who has been stuck recently, but now is taking some action. They're maybe working with a coach or a therapist, or they're reading some books or in a class, but they've identified that they're unhappy with where they are in life and they're starting to work to see better results, right? So you start seeing results and kind of growing, but the thing is, at first you're really excited and really motivated because you've identified there's a problem, you've taken action and started working on it, and you start to see yourself reaching goals, improving your life. But then it starts to kind of slide back. The momentum gets lost, or you feel like, I was doing really well and all of a sudden I started feeling like I started falling back again. I'm sliding back into my old ways, right? So you're making some progress and then slid back. And the third person would be someone who, let's say, is either in a romantic relationship or a relationship with a business partner where you're not seeing eye to eye. You're not growing together and there's conflict. In whatever way the relationship isn't going how you want, it's not very healthy. Maybe it's toxic. You're not providing real value to each other at this point in life, okay? So we got someone who's stuck, someone who's progressing but feels like they're stuck and sliding back now, not seeing the same progress, so it's kind of unmotivating. And the other person is someone who's in a relationship where it's not growing, it's not positive, or they don't feel like they're supported and loved like they should be, okay? All these situations are people who want to change and would say to themselves, what am I supposed to do? Like, what do I do if I don't know where to go, if I'm stuck? How do I change my life if I don't know what I should be doing? This person in the middle, I was doing good. I was getting results. I was working on goals. I've been committing to changing myself and I was seeing improvement, and now I'm not seeing it anymore. What happened? Or this person over here, I'm trying and trying and trying, but we're not improving the relationship. I can't get any support. I can't get this person to agree to work on anything with me. What do? Right? What do you do in these situations? The answer, the solution is always you. The answer is always you. Work on yourself, okay? This is the trick. You want to just work on yourself because you can't change someone else, right? You can't control the world. There's very few things you can control. Basically, it's just your inner state, which is your experience of what's going on. So the most important thing you can do is work on yourself. Work on your mind, your body, and your spirit. What I mean by this is take time to become the best version of you can be, right? In every situation in life, in every one of these situations I just gave, the solution is to work on yourself. Get clear on what you want in your life. Become specific, okay? So if you're gonna work on yourself, there's basically, if we're gonna put it really simply in a nutshell, there's two steps. You gotta get really clear first on what you want, get really specific and identify what you want in your life, okay? Fear, anxiety, depression, a lot of these problems we go through a lot have to deal with the fact of not knowing what you want. Anxiety and fear come from lack of knowing, right? There's something you don't know, something you haven't done, something you haven't identified. Is this gonna work? Should I do this? Where should I go? Is this a bad decision? How do I change my life? How do I improve? How do I make more money? They're all questions about the unknown. So if you spend time figuring out what you want specifically, you begin to remove that anxiety and that fear, and then it's just about taking action on the plan. So number one is getting specific on what you want. The second is then executing and spending time to improve those things. If this is the goal I want, who do I have to be to become that person? What do I have to change about myself? Change my confidence, become a better listener, slow down, be more patient, What do I have to do? Maybe I have to get a certification, take a training, learn this class, lose some weight, gain some weight, whatever the thing is, right? And so it's all about the be, do's, and haves. So get specific on what you want and then figure out what you need to do in order to make that a reality. But you work on yourself, okay? You can't change anyone else. But when you work on yourself, what happens is you move yourself literally, emotionally, psychologically, physically into a positive state of mind where you're gonna feel better about your life and the obstacles and the problems that come up and challenges, but you're gonna feel good and you're gonna be motivated to take action. You're gonna be thinking optimistically about growth rather than coping with pain and just trying to remove a problem, okay? So that's the first thing that's great about focusing on yourself and you being the solution. The second thing is it helps you get specific. When you spend time researching about yourself and being curious about what you want in life, that's being purposeful, that's being passionate, that's being inspired. It builds a lot of curiosity for who you want to become. So number one, puts you in a positive mindset. Number two, helps you get specific. Now you're going to know what you want, which is again going to remove the fear and anxiety of the unknown. It's also going to help you lay a plan to go out and get what you want. So this is going to help you become focused, inspired, and motivated to take action, which is that next step, right? And third, the last thing is, as you take this journey and make it about yourself and focus on you, what happens is you continue to evolve as a person. You refine who you are. You learn how to be better at the things you do, and it inspires you. You're on a path of growth. So every step you take, you're going to be evolving as a person, learning more about yourself, becoming healthier, happier, more purposeful, more passionate, more grateful, more grounded, all that good stuff, right? As you take that journey, what happens is a lot of the noise, a lot of the problems from the past fade away, and they're just not there anymore because you realize they weren't important. They were just a part of that negative mindset or the fear, the anxiety you had from not being clear on what you wanted in your life, right? So as you continue down this journey, you evolve as a person, the problems begin to fade away, the noise. If something's really important to you, if it really needs to be handled, it's going to come up in the journey that you're taking forward. As you continue to grow as a person, those things will come up and say, hey, now it's time to deal with this. But you'll do it from a positive mindset with clarity of why you're doing it. Oh, now I see why this problem came up, because I'm on this path to accomplish this in my life, and this is now an obstacle. But when I solve this, I will overcome it and I will gain this new resource, or I will become XYZ. But now it makes sense. When you're back here trying to solve it, it's just because it's another stack of problems on top of the pain pile, right? You want it to be something that happens as you're growing forward. The other great thing is the people in your life who you may have challenges with, bad relationships with toxic people, or people you're hoping will grow with you and improve. What will happen is if you focus on yourself and growing forward, this person will either grow with you, you will influence them by them seeing the changes you're making, and they'll want to grow with you, or you'll grow apart. And it's unfortunate that we grow apart, but if you're working on growing forward to who you're supposed to be, the people that are supposed to be growing with you will grow with you. And they'll either keep up, grow up, or they'll meet you somewhere on the path. But what you don't want to do is stunt your life or stop your life to go back and solve someone else's problems. Always be flexible and willing to learn. Always be willing to communicate with someone and listen and give them an opportunity to change, because that gives everybody the opportunity for a better life. But don't stop your growth for someone else. Continue growing and challenge and inspire them to get on board with that ideal. Okay? So again, if you feel stuck in life, if you've got a problem, if you're unhappy in your relationship, your health, your job, you're just not seeing the results you want, focus on yourself. The most important thing you can do is, number one, start identifying what you want specifically, not what you want to get rid of. Like, I want to get rid of pain. I don't want to feel this anymore. That doesn't tell you what you want. That takes something away. We need to figure out what you want to build, what you want to manifest. So, what do you want specifically in every area of your life? When you clarify that, anxiety and fear will go away, and now you have a plan. And it's just up to you to execute. You can go as fast and hard as you want to accomplish those goals, but now you know what you want and why. Stick to that plan, believe in what you want, and have patience. Patience is a virtue. Things are not going to go the way you're expecting, and that doesn't mean things are going wrong. It just means you have to surrender to the process and have discipline to stick with it. Okay, everybody. I hope this helps you out a lot. If you have any questions, I always love getting your questions from you. Feel free and send me an email. Let me know what you're struggling with or how I can help you. And let's make sure that 2022 is your best year yet.